Frostgrave.
Hello and welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to the GBHL podcast. You're here with your host GBHL Jamie
And GBHL Damian.
and here we're here for Let's Try Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which is a series that has ebbed and flowed over the past few months.
We're going to keep you in Let's Try Tuesdays for a significant while.
Hopefully a while, yeah.
Because we're going to do a Let's Try campaign Tuesdays. Let's Try Tuesday campaign?
Yeah, Let's Try Tuesday. LTT campaign.
LTTC.
Was that a knock on the door?
No.
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 No? Oh well. Yeah, so we're going to be playing Frostgrave.
Frostgrave. We've talked about this
Yeah.
a fair bit in various bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Hobby vlogs and
Hobby
pioneers
vlogs
and speak friendly questions.
Chit chats, and it's becoming more and more popular.
Mm-hmm. Written by Mr. Joe McCullough.
Yeah, which, would you believe it, Ticket Tout Steve is in constant correspondence with.
He is, isn't he? And we in correspondence with him because he bought SPG and then had a proper like tiny world thing where he like cool. I was looking at Frostgrave, oh this looks cool, and he ordered the issues and he went, I've had some luck with my game recently. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, we've been emailing as well.
Oh, fantastic.
But yeah,
so is he
then did a friend of a friend thing.
Yeah.
Where like he was talking about campaign days. He was like, this guy wants to start a campaign. I never thought it'd work. I was like, oh, Steve, oh, yeah, he's a good bloke. Like, trust him.
Don't buy tickets from him.
Yeah. So yes, this is Frostgrave, and this is all you need.
Yes, yeah.
I suppose in terms of starting from scratch.
It's an interesting, isn't it? Frostgrave is a rules set. It's not a. I guess most people who watch our channel are probably from the Games Workshop background where they produce miniatures and they produce rules and they produce paint, and it's everything contained in one company.
Yeah.
Whereas Frostgrave is one rule set and it says we've got some official models, but feel free to use your collection.
Yeah. It's I mean, you obviously need models and you need a lot of scenery, but it can be anything. And it's set. And Frostgrave is the name of a ruined city, a frozen city. So it's set in a city, so you need that kind of scenery. But it means that you can, if you've got anything like that, you can just get the book. And I got the book off it was Amazon. It was a tenner, I think.
Yeah, they're going around quite cheaply.
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous book. It's really. Does that help? There you go.
There's some great artwork in there.
Yeah. If you ever were inspired to buy a book, that would have done it.
Yeah.
No, it's really, really nice. It smells fantastic. It's got that great new wargaming book smell. But yeah, you can get this, and the models from are they North Star? Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
North Star.
That sounds rings bells.
They're cool, and the aesthetic they've gone for. I think the reason it appeals to me is it's very old Hammer.
Yes, yeah, like very old Hammer.
It's like 90s kind
old
of
school Nagash.
Yeah, it's the
style.
It's the glory age for me of Warhammer 90s aesthetic. This kind of slightly
cartoony,
over exaggerated, cartoony aesthetic, which did appeal to me because it meant I could go and use my Warhammer and Mordheim models for it. Yeah. So that's what we'll be doing. You can, of course, if you wanted on SPG, you could use your SPG models.
Well, that's the thing, that because it's a rule set and it's not got set models, it just gives you the rules to work in Frostgrave, but you could apply those rules to anywhere.
Yeah.
Any scape of terrain that you've got, it will work for.
Like I was thinking, you could very easily see like having Saruman as your wizard and Greener as your apprentice almost.
Yeah.
I know he's not a wizard in it, and then having ruffians as thugs, and these things all make sense in time. Yeah. But you could very easily make a Lord of the Rings themed warband.
Frostgrave, yeah.
Like applying it to the marksman, Legolas.
I've seen some really cool ones in the Frostgrave groups on Facebook where they've used Lord of the Rings miniatures.
Yeah.
But they made the Night's Watch.
Right, cool.
And used Aragorn, converted him up, used Boromir, converted him up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know those miniatures. Yeah. But they're sort of repurposed. But you could very easily do it for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So our when you see not in this video, because there won't be a bat rep in this video, this will be a kind of introductory video. But when you do go on and see the next one, the scenery is going to be a combination of the foreground houses and then a wide selection of kind of fantasy scenery from over the years, old Mordheim stuff and fantasy bits, and even some Lord of the Rings stuff. Yeah. That's all hobbled together, and then we've of course created our war bands. You've bought yours specifically, haven't you? Right?
Well, I bought mine because I wanted to, Jay Finnegan and I have planned to do a Mordheim campaign, but I built them for that, and then Steve introduced me to Frostgrave and said, "Oh, I've been playing Frostgrave. What do you think of it?" And I'd heard a bit about it on the internet and checked into it. And I was like, "All right, I'll just use my Mordheim warband as my Frostgrave warband."
So what have you've got? Is it a free company? Is that right?
Yes, I bought the Free Company box set from Games Workshop, which is essentially the old Human Mercenary sprue for Mordheim.
I think you've got the new version of the sprue that I've got, because my plastic models are the old Mordheim plastic sprue from when I had a Mordheim.
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same sprue, just thrown into the.
Is it?
Yeah. I've seen one of your guys. He's got the same sort of pirate hat and
maybe
eye patch.
I thought this was a newer version of it they'd made, but but it's come from the same place. It's the it's the GW Mordheim sprue, and then I've supplemented it with in mine I've got an old metal Vesperos Vendetta guy who's playing a thief, and the Mordheim wizard who was very much modelled on Gandalf at the time, and an engineer and stuff, and just kind of raided my old collection to find some cool models. And that's of course the point.
For me, for my wizards, I picked up because I had the Empire idea, Empire theme for the Mordheim warband. I originally bought some Skibo miniature models, which were dirt cheap and really, really nice, but their scale was just a little bit off, and it was irking me. Like when I put them next to each other, that my warriors were a bit bigger than my wizard.
Yeah.
So I bought the Empire Battle Wizards.
Cool.
Which was a really cool set. I think it was about £15 or so from Element Games, and it contains 2 wizards in it. It's like, alright, perfect. 1 wizard, 1 apprentice.
Did you have to pick a college, like an Empire college?
Yeah,
so a different pack for is there a Bright college and a...
Oh no, so it's one set.
One set,
and you get
different bits
you get lots of options to kit them out to be sort of heavens or celestial, whatever. So I've gone for a bit of a mishmash. So there's not one college; it's just wizardy stuff.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. Certainly on my end, when you start seeing them, be prepared for the painting quality of my models to drop significantly, because they're 17-year-old, 16-year-old David's painting. I think
they still look good.
It's nice. It's nice and nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's been like
it's the proper old Games Workshop bright colours.
Yeah. So
you've repurposed their bases. Were they snot green at one point?
No. Do you know what they were unfinished. The bases hadn't been painted.
Yeah.
I mean, they're barely been painted now, just slapped some ground on. But the bases were never done. A couple of them were brownie with stone slabs, but I just whacked a load of grey over them to kind of tie them together. So, Frostgrave itself then, what the hell is it?
Yeah. So, it is an adventure in the Frozen City. The idea is that you're in control of a wizard who hires mercenaries to go into the I forgot what the city's called. Is it called Frostgrave?
It's called Frostgrave.
It is called Frostgrave. It's to go into Frostgrave, and to find spells that were there. Basically, Frostgrave was once a great magical power and this wealth of knowledge that wizards would travel to learn spells and become great. Essentially, it fell into disrepair. There was a natural disaster, big storms. And it's started to thaw now, and so all the wizards are returning to try and get these sort of grimoires and learn new spells, and essentially the ultimate aim is to gain transcendence and to be able to become immortal, essentially.
It's very much... It's not Mordheim, but it's
Mordheim.
You're going looking for... It was weird saying
treasures,
Mordheim, wasn't it? So super exciting stuff in a ruined city with a skirmish fantasy warband, and I think it's designed to, because Mordheim's not on sale, I think it's designed to fill that gap.
That gap,
and it does a very good job of that. Just with more magic, because I think it's fair to say that Frostgrave games are heavily magic based.
It's about your wizard. It's all about the wizard. So what's different about it to Mordheim is that in Mordheim every single guy is essentially a hero, like battle companies, where they can become injured, get better themselves. Whereas it's all focusing on your wizards. There's a lot less bookkeeping at the end of the rounds, which is quite nice. That your wizard improves, your apprentice is directly linked to him, so he's just taking the same stats up. And all your guys are just thugs and mercenaries who can die and you don't really care because you can just buy a new one and don't track his stats.
Life is cheap.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a little bit easier than Mordheim on the bookkeeping side, which is handy.
Also uses D20, which is the first for the channel.
Yeah, first D20.
Which will be exciting.
The system's really, really simple. Basically, it's do I roll higher? Yes. That's how much
Success.
damage. That's how much damage you're taking,
Yeah.
minus your armor.
So you start off with kind of a points value.
Yeah.
Very similar. It's 500. It's gold crowns, isn't it?
Yeah, gold crowns.
It's everything's done in gold in this. Start off with 500 gold crowns, and you get a wizard before that. So you get a wizard plus 500 gold crowns to build your warband.
Mm-hmm.
Your apprentice, you have to have.
You don't have to have him.
Do you not?
No,
Well, you'd be
you
mad
would
not
be
to.
stupid
Yeah.
not to take him.
And he's 200 gold.
Yep.
And then you make up the rest from all the other heroes. So, for example, a thug is 20 gold, and you can go up to, say, a barbarian or a ranger who's 100 gold. And there's lots of other people in the middle, like crossbowmen and men-at-arms and treasure knights. So you've kind of got 300 gold to play with
to build up your warband.
in the first instance.
But something they say in the rules, which is quite nice, is that, you know, although these guys are worth 100 gold, 20 gold, etc., they're not a points value. So 5 thugs will beat a barbarian to death,
Yeah,
even though they're the same gold crowns. So don't think that I'll spend 100 gold crowns on this character.
And he's 5 times as good as...
He'll kill 5 thugs, or should kill 5 thugs this game. That's not how it works.
Still doesn't stop me buying a barbarian.
It just don't know.
They're
still really
use
good.
my pitfire.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we've. That's what you start with, and then the whole point of Frostgrave as well. You can play it just as a game.
Yep.
But I reckon, having read through it and having played it now, I reckon there's there's a lot to do before you play.
Yeah.
For just to play one game.
Yes.
You know. I suppose you could say that of SPG as well, because it takes you a while to write your list.
Write your list and gather them all.
But to build it and you pick your spells as well, which we haven't kind of talked about.
Oh yeah, go.
But the point of Frostgrave, what it's designed for, is to play a campaign.
Yeah.
It's not to play a kind of one-off game and then pack it in.
It's by no means a competitive game either. You're not going to see Frostgrave tournaments. You might see Frostgrave event weekends where you will play 6 games of Frostgrave with a new warband.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, I think that's the sort of thing that Steve was trying to do, like a campaign event or something. So what we're going to try and do, and we're just going to be absolutely limited by the time today, is we're going to try and film a campaign for you and get lots and lots of bat reps. And we won't know, we can't tell you now how many
because
we don't know how many
it'll take to record.
But we're hoping to get 4.
4 would be a nice number.
And then you'll see there's a kind of after game stage where you develop your warband, and then they go. Some people die, some people get injuries, some people get better weapons and better equipment, and we'll take that forward into the next game. So that's kind of what we're going to play out, and we'll try some different scenarios, I guess.
Yes, yeah. So we're going to play the first one as just sort of the very sort of bare bones, basic, essentially like to the death pitch battle scenario, and then we're going to roll for the random scenarios so that there is a little bit of a something to the game.
Yeah, because there's some cool like alternate kind of deployments and stuff to show how it works. So once you pick your wizard as well, you pick from a are they called schools?
Yeah, so you choose a wizard and you choose what school of magic he belongs to. So for me, mine is an enchanter because there's like 8 or 9 schools or something. That must be even number. But there's quite a lot of schools of magic, and each one has about 8 spells in it.
There's 10 schools with 8 spells each.
So 80 spells to choose from. Yeah. So what I did is I went on the internet and just typed in wizard archetype, and someone came up with this. Like, this is a enchanter based on, making your warband better in combat. I was like, right, cool, that'll do. I'll have him. And before the campaign, we spoke about whatever I choose, or you'll choose the opposite of, so that we get a nice mix of spells.
Yeah, because you have, as you said, there are 10 schools or types. I can't remember what they're called. And any spells from that school, you have to take 3, don't you? You take 3 from your own.
Yep.
The wizard knows 8 spells, and you take 3 from your own school.
Yep.
And whatever their standard casting value is, that's that.
Mm-hmm.
You then have to take, is it 1 from each of?
1 from each of your aligned schools.
And there are 3 aligned schools. So you have to take 1 spell from each of that, and he casts those spells with a modifier, so they're slightly harder. Mm-hmm. And then the last 2 have to be from a neutral. Yeah. And you can't take from the opposed.
You can't take from the opposed. You can learn from the opposed, but you can't start off learning from the opposed.
And so what we've done is I've then taken the opposed wizard to Jamie's school, which is a chronomancer. Or a chronomancer.
Yeah. I think
chrono.
It's chronological, so you'd have a chronomancer.
Chronomancer. I agree. Yeah. And so I will be casting, I think we've only got 1 spell that's the same.
Yeah, heal.
Heal. And we'll probably be casting it on a different value, I would have thought.
Yes.
Because we come from different schools.
I think mine's still a 12.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are they both?
I think that's one of the
they're
neutral
both
ones
neutral?
that's sort of just...
Yeah, because it's from Thaumaturge, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
So you should see in the games that we're getting different spells, which we kind of did intentionally. So these warbands are by no means optimised or anything. To be even brutally honest, Jamie picked my spells.
Yeah. But then you've got some good spells in there. Bone Dart, so
Bone Dart,
aggressive spell. Just through playing it and sort of reading a bit online, the Elementalist School of Magic is very, very powerful.
Right.
Like, your wizard kills a lot because it's an aggressive set of spells, and your wizard will get XP and you sort of skyrocket compared to wizards like ours who will try to manipulate the game rather than...
And the point of the game
direct impact.
is to get treasure.
To get treasure, yes.
So in the standard games there are 6 treasure tokens dotted around the table, and the point is to get your guys to run on to grab the treasure and then run off the table with it. That's the point of the game. And then the more treasure you get, the better your end game situation is in terms of recruiting new things and buying new toys and that sort of stuff. And so you're not trying to win. That's what's quite interesting.
There's no win condition. It's just I want to get the most treasure for my warband. And sometimes sort of accepting 2 treasures and everyone living could be worth more than pushing forwards and going for
getting
4
a third treasure and getting someone
and
killed.
getting your wizard or apprentice sniped out.
Yeah.
There is no time limit or turn limit on the game. Just sort of wipeout is the only condition, and that can take quite a long time. So a community suggestion is to put a turn limit on it, which then forces you to go for treasure.
Yeah.
So our game last night took about 4 turns, and quite a lot happening then. So I think a 6 turn time limit's a good amount.
That's cool. So
That's about it. We've done the wizards, done the thugs and everything. Done. You'll see our warbands in the next video.
Yeah, in the battle report, in the first battle report, we'll talk quite through. It's probably worth saying. We should say it in this next one as well. I think, but just as a caveat that we're doing this for fun, and you've played it now. You've played 3 games.
3 games.
I've played 1, and so we're new to it. So we will make mistakes.
Yeah.
So by all means, let us know in the comments if we're playing things wrong. But we won't be able to correct them for the next video.
Yeah. If you say, oh, you're casting this incorrectly, we're playing them all today.
Yeah. So we'll continue to cast it incorrectly.
Yeah.
But we think we've both read the rule book. And I think
we've both got a decent understanding of it. It'll just be the sort of the nuances that we're getting incorrect.
Yeah. So I think that's enough for the intro, is it?
Yeah, that's everything.
So I hope you enjoy it. If you do like this series, go and check out Joe McCullough's game Frostgrave. There's lots of you can get stuff like treasure tokens and and some of my favourite things from North Star aren't actually the wizards. They're the constructs, the medium constructs, and the genie and things like that.
They're really cool.
There's already a supplement out for it as well, isn't there? Thor the Lich King. Yeah.
A full-on campaign.
So yes, who knows where we'll go from this? But we'll have you'll at least have 1 campaign. Maybe we'll then hang on to the warbands and resume or something. Yeah. But hope you like it. So if you do, let us know in the comments below. But again, probably worth saying, if you don't like it, you're still going to have to put up with it for a few weeks.
Yeah, it's content that we're filming.
Just deal with it.
Just don't watch on Tuesday.
Yeah, go to cinema or something. Cool. So that's it.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
We'll see you for the first Frostgrave battle report.
Yeah.
Until then, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Support your hobby.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Support your Hobbit host by clicking the links below.
And happy strategy battle gaming.
Frostgrave.